You literally go from the highest highs to like, back here. So you got to like restart. But we found a house.
Yeah.
We had our baby boy, and
Wow.
yeah, that changed me.
Protect what matters most. Level up your protection with Snowy Owl Security. Ryan Haig delivers smart monitoring, advanced systems, and real-time alerts that keep your home or business one step ahead. Stay secure with Snowy Owl Security. Hello, welcome again to Mills County Roots. I am here in the studios of Local Stream Media, and we are in the sports studio. This is the Bluff Sports Weekly studio. If you haven't watched that show, check it out on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iHeart. It is called Bluff Sports Weekly. Sometimes it's a lot of the Council Bluffs schools, as well as some of the Glenwood schools and all the surrounding area that these schools play. So just whatever's going on in Council Bluffs high school sports, you're going to hear about it here. So anyway, but back to Mills County Roots. I'm here this morning with Drake Roller. Hi, Drake.
Hi, Carlene. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for being here. You're always so polite. I love that about you.
My mom and dad taught me well.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So, so Drake, you tell a little bit about yourself. We'll get to your business. That's fun too. But let's talk about Drake.
Yeah. What should we talk about?
Let's talk about where you grew up.
Okay. So I am from small town Iowa. Um, I moved to Atlantic in second grade. So we started off in Oakland, Iowa. That's where my parents brought me home to in Oakland. And then we moved to Atlantic in second grade. That's where I graduated from.
Okay.
I was participated in a lot of sports there. I was football, track, wrestling, baseball, all that fun stuff. Graduated in 2017.
Wow.
And after graduation, went to the Marine Corps.
Wow.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for making that choice.
Yeah, you're worth it. It was
I love
best
that.
decision I ever made.
Oh, that's great. So where did you serve? Where did you go to basic? Where'd you go to boot camp? All that?
Yeah, so basic training, if for the Marine Corps specifically, is divided by the Mississippi River. So if you're east of the Mississippi, you go to Parris Island. That's in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you are west of the Mississippi, you go to MCRD San Diego.
Okay.
So that's where I went, was MCRD San Diego.
Okay.
And boot camp, man, I wish I could do that every month of the year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boot camp for me was just a lot of fun, just because
Yeah.
you get just different guys from all around the
Mm-hmm.
United States, and then you put them all into one platoon, break them down, and build them up into a Marine. Like, that's just the process of that is amazing. And like, you don't have your phones there or anything, so it's like just you and the boys trying to navigate the drill instructors, you know. But boot camp was a lot of fun. It was 3 months long. So I went in September of 2017, and then I graduated that December. And after graduation, you know, you get your 10 days at home, and then right after that, you go to your job training. So my job was field artillery cannoneer.
Wow. Okay.
So artillery school is in Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Okay.
And so when you get down there, you kind of get like in a holding platoon. So you're there for a little bit, and then finally you pick up class. And I was once I got there, I picked up class like the following week. So I was like really lucky to pick up class right away.
Attitude, no doubt.
Yeah.
It has a lot to do with your attitude. You loved it. You loved boot camp. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember when I originally signed my contract, it was a combat support contract.
Okay.
So you either have field artillery, a tank, or AAVs, your amphibious assault vehicles,
Okay.
the ones that go in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 of those, you don't know what you're going to get. That's just the contract you sign. So you get
Wow.
one of those 3.
Yeah.
And, my recruiter, I told him I want to go tanks. So he's, telling me I'm going to go tanks. I signed this contract. I get to boot camp. After, like, at the very end of boot camp, you get your paperwork on what your actual MOS is, and it
Mm-hmm.
said 0811. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that's not what tanks are.
Uh-huh.
Like, my
Uh-huh.
recruiter lied to me.
Oh.
But he didn't. I just got selected to be field artillery, and turned
Okay.
out to be the best job in the Marine Corps, my opinion.
Wow.
So when I first got to Fort Sill for your job training,
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing the howitzer for the first time, the cannon,
Oh.
and it's incredible. It's a piece of machine that is just absolutely
It's
incredible.
just huge. If you think
Huge.
about that being a gun and
Yeah.
the size of the artillery, the size of the size of the weapon, the size of the, what am I trying to say?
The rounds,
The rounds,
or
yeah.
ammunition.
The ammunition, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, that's
And what it takes to actually get rounds down range, like it takes 8 cannoneers to run one weapon
really.
system. And so, yeah, the rounds are, about 4 foot tall, the way like 115 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And you can accurately send them down range 25 to 30 miles, which is
Oh my gosh.
incredible.
Yeah.
But specifically in Fort Sill, I remember seeing a section chief for the first time.
Uh-huh.
So the section chief is like the chief of the howitzer. And just the way that these guys carried themselves, and the way that everyone looked at them,
Mm-hmm.
like I wanted to be a section chief so bad, because I was like this is definitely what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so once I graduated from Fort Sill, then you get stationed to your permanent duty station.
Mm-hmm.
And I was lucky enough to get stationed in Camp Pendleton, California.
Okay.
So that's like the best place to be when you're 18 or 19 years
Oh,
old,
yeah.
Southern California.
Oceanside's beautiful.
Yes, so beautiful.
How close is that base to the beach, actually?
The base, so in between Oceanside and San Clemente,
Okay.
it's like a 20-mile stretch, maybe 15, 20-mile
Yeah.
stretch. And it would be the east side of the interstate
Uh-huh.
is Camp Pendleton,
Right.
and on the west side of the interstate is the beach.
Okay, so it's
it's
that
right there.
close. You
Yeah.
see the ocean every day.
Yes.
You see that sunset every day.
Yes.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Palm
it is
trees.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes.
Weather's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. It's always nice there.
Yeah.
So yeah, after once I got stationed in
Uh-huh.
Camp Pendleton, I hit the ground running. When they call them, you're a boot.
Uh-huh.
You're a boot in the fleet. You're a new guy.
Okay.
You kind of get, told what to do. You got to do all these tedious tasks, if you would. I don't want to get too much into the
Sure.
weeds there, but
Sure.
I was lucky enough to have a section chief that just poured into me, because
Wow.
he saw the potential that I
Right.
had.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
And he really fast tracked me
Uh-huh.
to be a section chief.
Uh-huh.
So he got me gunner certified on the howitzer first.
Okay.
So that's like, the gunner means that you're kind of like you're aiming the howitzer.
Okay.
Right. And that's like a pretty big billet on the gun.
Yeah.
And once that happened, we actually got back from a field op, and we had a formation, and they called me up front and center. I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble, because
Yeah.
I'm at this point, probably 6 months in the fleet, so
Okay.
6 or 7 months, not very long.
Okay.
And I got up there, and they meritoriously promoted me to the rank of corporal.
Oh, wow.
Which was, unheard of.
Wow.
It just doesn't, it doesn't happen very
Right,
often,
right.
especially that fast.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome, Greg.
I had a lot of responsibilities very early in my military career.
Mhm.
So I was 19 years old when I got promoted to the rank of corporal. And when you get to the rank of corporal, it's considered a non-commissioned officer.
Okay.
So you are, you're higher billet,
Mm-hmm.
so you are in charge of more guys. And it was kind of tough for me because nobody likes people who,
Fast track, pass them
yes,
by. Yeah, yeah.
yes,
That creates a lot of
that,
jealousy,
yes, they don't think I rate it
resentment. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And then my peers at the same time, they're kind of jealous as well. But
You get that kind of who do you think you are?
right,
Side eye, whatever.
right. Me and
Did
my,
they want to challenge you? Did they want to?
yeah,
Did
they
they want
did.
to go
One of my best
chest
friends,
to chest with you?
my
Yeah.
best friend's Fernando. He
Mm-hmm.
he was like, me and him were like neck and neck on everything. And
Okay.
yeah, he challenged me a lot. We challenged each other.
Yeah.
We got each other's throats a lot, but at the end of the day, we're best friends now.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But with that promotion,
Uh-huh.
they sent me to Chiefs course, like right away.
Okay.
So I graduated, or I got to Chiefs course, and there you're learning how to be a howitzer section chief. So you got to know everything about the weapon system. You got to know all the ammunitions and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know everything that goes on. And like, I loved it. Like,
They don't have time to put the talent of leadership within you or the experience. So obviously you were tagged because of your leadership ability and that potential you were talking about. That's awesome.
yes, thank you very much. It was definitely a blessing.
That's small town Iowa living and
Yeah.
good parenting.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Sure is. Yeah, it was amazing. So once I graduated Chiefs course, I actually graduated second in my class. Almost got first.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he just beat me on one test, but graduated that. And when you initially become a section chief, you kind of get put underneath another chief.
Okay.
To kind of
sort of an apprenticeship type of
yeah,
deal. Mm-hmm.
But that didn't happen for me.
Oh, wow.
So once I graduated Chiefs course, that same day, I got what do you call that? Safety certified.
Okay.
So once you're safety certified, then you can actually send live rounds downrange.
Okay.
So I got safety certified the same day that I graduated Chiefs course. And then my battery, Charlie battery, which I was attached to, they were in 29 Palms at a field op. They were doing a big, it's like 2-month long field op.
Okay.
And then that's like Camp Pendleton and 29 Palms are about 3 hours apart.
Okay.
So they bussed me up to 29 Palms.
Okay.
And when I got there, one of the chiefs had shot out. So when you shoot out, that means that you have so every time that you're about to do live fire, you get a safety card.
Okay.
On what your left and right lateral limits are.
Okay.
On what you can and can't shoot, because there's people downrange.
Sure.
Whatever. So one of these chiefs shot out, and when you shoot out of your parameters, I mean you're
done.
You're done.
Whoa.
So that happened.
Wow.
And they're like, Roller, you're up, gun 6, you're the chief. And I'm like, very well.
Here we go.
So I was on gun 1 with my Dale Stafford is his name. He was my section chief that kind of progressed me really fast. And that was considered like the most efficient gun, the best gun in the battery, Dale. And gun 6 was kind of, I don't want to say it was full of turds, but and I love my boys. If they ever watch this, like, you guys know that you guys were turds, But I got him, and it was like probably the best thing that happened, just because I got to break him down into how I see them working,
Right.
And that first field op was very difficult because they're trying to get used to a new chief. I'm a new chief.
Yeah.
And for 2 years I was with that same section, and we ended up so Dale and myself, they considered us, they wanted to see how good Dale taught me. you
Okay.
know? So we had a
Okay.
competition on who could shoot
Okay.
faster.
Okay.
And I actually ended up beating Dale in one of the in the field ops. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's just it was amazing. Those 2 years they went by so fast. But my section, I mean, talk about brothers. I mean, we did
Wow. Yeah.
everything together. No matter if we
That's
were
amazing.
at work or we were off for the weekend, we
Mhm.
were always doing stuff together,
Yeah.
making sure that we're, staying accountable
Yeah.
for each other. Um, it was amazing.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. And I love that. You still keep in contact,
Oh
no
yeah.
doubt. And
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
one of my buddies is coming down tomorrow.
Oh,
That was on my section, and we're gonna go
okay.
do some turkey hunting this weekend.
Oh,
So
nice, nice. Good stuff. Yeah, you made lifelong friends and
brothers.
brothers, yeah, and went through a lot together.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot, a lot. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
you're sleeping together in the field together. I mean,
Yeah.
you're doing literally everything together, and it's
I love hearing your positive attitude about your experience. I just love that, and that you loved it, and that you're competitive to the bone, obviously, just and to sit I never have seen this side of you as many times as we've visited, and I've never seen this side of you, so this is really this is really like entertaining me and opening up a whole new facet to you. I see Drake, the businessman, the kind, the gentle, the loving father, sweet husband. And now I get to see this side of you. So this is awesome, Drake. I love
yeah,
it. I love it. And it's good for our viewers to get to know this side of you too. Yeah. And remember when we first met, you were working on a project in across the street from me on a you were doing a clean out
mhm,
on a hoarding situation.
yes,
And how how many yards of stuff did you take?
230 yards of trash out of the house.
Wow, not a big house either.
Not a very big
Woo,
house.
woo, woo. So, but you were not frustrated. You were not negative about it. And when I met you and we talked on the street, you were like, I just don't understand, and I wish I understood why a person gets to this point. And we talked about that, and we talked about the effects on people's families that go through that, and the compassionate side of you is still there through everything that you went through, all of that hard competitive stuff. Reminds me quite a bit of my son, because he was like that. I mean, when it came time to compete, he was formidable, like obviously you were, but but still kept a soft heart. And I have to say that is a testament to the leadership in your life, that, that you know when to stand on the line, when to put the fight out, when to win, but you also are able still to maintain such a kindness, such a loving um, core. Yeah, it's like the
Appreciate that.
core of who you are. So that's amazing. I I had no idea what this conversation was going to do this
Yeah.
morning. So this is exciting to me. So then you finished your time in the Marine Corps, and you came out of
Sadly,
sadly, got finished sadly. Yeah.
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 I wanted to be a Marine most of my life.
Hmm.
That was like one thing I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And once I got there, it was the best 4 years of my life,
Yeah.
and I messed up.
Uh,
I messed up. I got a DUI. I was drinking and driving. So, any of you out there, don't drink and drive. It's not worth it.
yeah.
Um, and that was a setback, but also we wouldn't be here,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
so sadly, yes, my time did come to an end. 4 years, 2021. I got my DUI in 2020. And once you get in trouble in the Marine Corps, uh, I don't want to say they don't care about you, but they don't care about you.
Yeah.
You kind of just like a
Yeah.
number at that point, and kind of, you messed up, and like this was right before we were about to get deployed too. So I got kicked off my deployment. That
Yeah.
2 years that I trained my guys for this exact moment, I messed it up,
Oh,
and having to see them leave, with a different section chief, it still hurts my heart.
oh,
Um, but I learned a lot from that.
sure.
I My beautiful wife, she came out and we got married,
Mm,
and that whole year was like a big struggle for me because my guys are gone, and I'm like working at this. It's called the Single Marine Program, so it's like I'm like a librarian basically, like checking people in for computers. It's like
mm-hmm.
you go from the top to here,
Yeah.
um, and I struggled. I struggled a lot. I struggled with drinking a lot. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I masked, my pain with drinking. Um, I gained a bunch of weight,
Wow.
and then in 2021 decided to get out, and my wife was 8 months pregnant. So I mean, moving across the country, 8 months pregnant, uh,
Oh,
nowhere to
gosh.
go. So I living in my mom's basement. So
Wow.
like you literally go from the highest highs to like back here. So you got to like restart. But we found a house.
Yeah.
We had our baby boy, and
Wow.
yeah, that changed me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was about 300 pounds, if you guys can believe it or
No
not.
way.
Yeah, I got up to the point where my wife struggled even looking at me. Uh,
Oh,
you know,
she was
um,
probably more worried
very
about you,
worried,
just worried
very
about
worried.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but she stuck with me the whole time.
Yeah.
And uh, the birth of my son really urged me that I needed to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just keep digging down in there. You just keep digging down there and finding more, finding more. You are um you are just the perfect example of solid honesty. You face the consequences, you struggled with it, and you turned it around. You are a picture of hope for others. I hope you realize that. You are a picture of hope. You are a picture of fortitude and self-reliance even and yeah, the baby.
Hmm.
The baby came and it's like, whoa.
Wake up, dude.
Yeah, right.
It's not about you anymore.
Right, right. And thank goodness you got to experience what you did in the Marine Corps. But I always have to look at the what ifs. What if you got deployed? What if something happened to you on the deployment? And like you said, we wouldn't be here,
Mhm.
right? You wouldn't have seen the face of that baby boy. Was she pregnant when you were going to get deployed?
No,
She
we
wasn't.
weren't. We
Yeah.
weren't married
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's after she came and you got married. Well, wow. What an amazing story. What a way that you can see God work in your life. What a way that God gave you these blessings and you had everybody can fall into a mistake. We all fall into mistakes.
Yes, we do.
We all pay our consequences. Mine are like this all my life. And some of them are pretty doggone recent, you
Hmm.
know? So that's just how life is, right?
Yes.
We mess up, we get up. We mess up, we get up. We keep going, we learn. If we're smart, we learn from it. And even if we make the same mistake again, our reaction to fixing it is not going to be the same. And the turnarounds and wow, thank you for sharing
Yeah.
all of that, for sharing that story. And I hope that someone out here listening is feeling this in the depths that I am right now and that you felt it and can see a hope through you and can see, hey, you got to turn around and look right here. You got to look right here. But you got to look right here
Hmm.
too, because we as human beings, we can't do it by ourselves. We're flawed. We're all flawed human beings and we can't do it by ourselves. And before I start preaching and calling out scriptures, let's let's get into your business.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, after all this, you found a house, you've got a baby, you've got a wife, your life is just completely filling with all this love, and you're finding out how to love yourself in the process. It's just amazing, Drake. It is an amazing story.
Thank you.
So, how did you start your business?
Great question. So if anybody out there was in the military, you can probably attest to this. Once you get into the civilian world, it sucks. Um, so once I got out of the Marine Corps, I uh, I worked for a farmer for about 6 months, and I actually got fired.
Wow.
Um, Believe it or not, I got fired just simply because I was in such a dark place because I'd freshly just got out of the Marine Corps, and I was so lazy, I didn't do anything. And then once I got fired from there, I started working at McCarthy Trenching in Avoca. So
Mm,
we were digging ditches in like sewer mains, water mains, stuff like that.
wow.
And that year was the year that I kind of worked on myself. I lost 135 pounds. I got back down to what I am now, about 175-ish. Um, and I remember uh, just saying like, I can't, work for somebody else. Like it just wasn't the same. Like I show up to work and
Oh,
I'm all chipper,
yeah.
I'm trying to get everybody, excited for the day, like
Uh-huh,
we're here
uh-huh.
to, and it's just like it just wasn't it.
I get it.
And
Yeah.
my brother and I, Kale, we had just an idea to do we just want to do something together. We knew we could
Mhm.
do something together. And we thought of the idea of junk removal. And because junk removal in Southwest Iowa, you don't really hear any companies that just specifically do junk
You
removal.
don't, because for years, because of the erosion of the land, these people have been throwing it in the canyons, you
Mm-hmm.
know, so they don't pay somebody to come get it. There's a lot of that that's gone on over time. So you're you're starting this business was a great idea, and also um, good for the environment.
Yes.
You know,
Eh, I agree.
yeah.
Yes. Um, so yeah, Kale and I remember sitting on my couch and we were
Mm,
trying to think of names
okay.
for this business. And we had like uh, big buck junk or
Uh-huh.
10-point junk or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And my brother Kale, he said Full Metal Junket. I was like, that's it. So if anybody, if you ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah.
we just had a little play on names of Full Metal Junket. So FM Junket, short for it. But yeah, Full Metal Junket, he said it, and I was like, that's it.
That's
So I'm gonna give him
amazing.
all the credit for coming up with the
Yeah,
name, because he did.
that's pretty awesome.
And yeah, he said that, and I could not believe. I was like, that's it, because like it's I can relate it to the Marine Corps. Like that's
Right.
how my mind works is like the
Right.
Marine Corps. So um, to be able to do that is just amazing.
Yeah.
And once we started it, we had no idea, what we're doing. Uh, uh, I have a heart for serving, serving my country, serving other people. I just want to help people.
Right.
And this is definitely a way that you can help people. Yeah, it's yeah, we
Yeah.
still don't know really what we're doing, but one day at a time.
One day at a time, right. And so you do clean outs, all kinds of clean outs. You do like cleaning off land and different
Yep.
things too. And you have dumpsters.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yep. Junk removal is our primary business.
mhm,
That's what we love to do. So if you guys like, if anybody has like just a couple things they want to get rid of, if they have a garage they need to get some stuff out,
yeah.
or if somebody passes away or going to a nursing home, we can clean out a full house. Hoarder situations, so we also do those.
Yeah.
And then acreage cleanups. So like if you have, if you drive around Iowa, you can see acreages that are, full of either metal or
Right.
like trash just
Or
laying around. So we do,
those canyons.
yeah, yeah, we do, yeah, that acreage cleanups.
Yeah.
And then about a year into the junk removal scene, we started to do dumpster rentals as well. And that has really taken off
Yeah.
the past year and a half or so,
Yeah.
because everybody needs a dumpster for their projects.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we do provide dumpster rentals, but I think our favorite is still the junk removal,
Yeah.
just because you never know what you're gonna find.
Right.
That's like one of my favorite things is. I remember when I was a little kid, would go to my grandma's house, digging in the junk drawer, trying to find all these different treasures,
Yeah.
and to be able to do it as a job, it's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. And uh, that's what's the beautiful part about junk removal is that it's not the same thing every day.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't do the same thing every day. That's why I can't
Yeah.
work at a normal job because I can't do the same thing every day. And
Yeah.
junk removal is a beautiful part of that is that you'll never have
Mm.
the same type of project, and you never know
You
what you're
meet
gonna
so
run
many different
into.
kinds of
Yeah.
people too. So,
Yes.
what's the coolest thing you've ever found? Buying or selling? Call Emily Swinford with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, the Good Life Group. Clear communication, smart guidance, and a smooth path to your next home. Emily Swinford, helping you move forward with confidence.
A 1948 Plymouth.
Wow.
Yes. I found it outside of Griswold, Iowa. I went there to do an estimate on this gentleman's house, and I saw this car sitting in the weeds, like in the back.
You didn't even hesitate.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite for sure. Uh, and it was just sitting in the weeds, and I was like kind of getting a look at it, and I'm like, wow, this is like really good condition for the year of
Mm-hmm.
this car. And I asked the gentleman, I'm like, so what are your plans with the car? And he's like, well, if you can get it out of there, you can have it. I was like, well, that is a deal. So the next day, I called one of my tow truck drivers. He came
Mhm.
out and got that car out and
Wow.
washed it up. And it's actually sitting in my father-in-law's shed right now. He's a mechanic, so that's kind of our winter
That's
projects.
awesome.
Yeah,
So all complete. Everything's there.
everything is there. It's pretty immaculate. And
Wow.
they didn't build cars. They built cars the right
Yeah,
way
they
back
did.
then, and
Yeah.
all steel.
Mhm.
And there's very minimal rust on it. And this car had been sitting outside for at least 2 decades.
That's crazy.
Really crazy.
Yeah. So is that the interior look pretty good, or did it have
Interior's
mice
pretty
in it
rough,
or
yeah.
anything?
Interior's pretty rough.
Mm.
It was sitting under a tree,
Uh-huh.
and like one of the windows was open, so
Okay.
there's some interior damage in there.
Okay.
But it's all original in
Yeah.
there. Everything's in there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Still have like the straw seats. So like
Uh-huh.
when you lift up the cover, it's
Yeah.
like all the straws in there.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's
The different
amazing.
materials from back then
Yeah,
that they used.
and
Yeah.
oh man, we find so much
Those
stuff.
big springs and that straw and this,
Yes.
yeah.
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 Yeah. Another
Yeah.
favorite find is we were helping a lady in Anita, Iowa, um, and she was essentially the last family member in her family,
Mm.
and she was moving to an assisted living facility, and she
Mm.
couldn't take all of her stuff with her. Um,
Yeah.
and that was probably one of the more emotional ones, like just for me personally, because like think about your whole life, and
Yeah.
everything that you have. And,
Right.
back then you don't have phones that have all these pictures on it. So like this lady had binders and binders and books full of family pictures.
Wow.
Her dad was a photographer, so he was always taking
Yeah.
pictures of her mother, and like
Oh,
writing on it. Like to
wow.
me, like I don't throw that stuff away. So
That's
I
somebody's love story.
right.
Yeah.
And that same lady, all of her uncles were in World War II. So I have their uniforms.
Oh,
I have
wow.
one of her uncle's Purple Hearts,
Wow.
which is amazing. Um, his bomber went down
Oh,
in Germany in World War II. That's how he got his Purple Heart.
wow.
Um,
Was
yeah,
he captured, do you know, or
I
was he?
don't know.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be an interesting story.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be.
to know all of that.
Always,
Huh.
always finding different stuff. Anybody knows what the Knights Templar is? We found a
Yeah.
Knights Templar uniform. Um,
Crazy.
always crazy. Always finding
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
antique furniture.
So as a result, you've started another business.
Yes, we started Private Pile, so a character off of Full Metal Junket. We named our antique store Private Pile, and I
Okay.
have two people that work with me. Another gentleman named Drake, and a
Oh,
gal by the name of Rebecca.
okay.
They help
Okay.
us with the antique side of it.
Okay.
Drake is more of the uh, advertiser,
Okay. Kind of marketing guy.
marketing
The marketing
guy. So
guy.
he's always on Facebook
Okay.
and
Okay.
always we have an
Yeah.
online Etsy store, so he's
Oh, cool.
always
Oh, wow.
uh,
Okay.
shipping everything. And
Private Pile after Gomer Pyle, who was in the Marine Corps. Was that what was the name of that show? Is it
uh,
what
what
was
is
the
it?
name of that show?
It
It wasn't the Gomer Pyle
no.
show. Uh, I can't think of it.
Anyways, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't think of it either.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, so Private Pile, it's really all the stuff that we find in the
Hmm.
houses that we clean out. We really try to keep as much out of the landfill as possible.
Yeah.
So with that, we have a hoard ourselves.
Yeah.
We keep a lot of different things,
Yeah.
and it's pretty interesting to see what people do buy and what doesn't sell. And
Oh, I bet.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You're keeping your eye out for me on that cornflower blue Corningware, right?
yes, I
Okay.
have
Okay.
actually have a pile for you. So
Okay, okay. I need to come. I
yeah,
need to get over there and visit the store. I have to watch it because I like to go through stuff like that
yeah,
too, and I have my car loaded up. I went to like an annual garage sale in Kelowna, Iowa. All of those Amish
oh
people were
yeah,
selling
oh
stuff.
wow.
Almost didn't have room in my SUV to get everything I bought home. I was like, why did I do that? Now I have a storage unit.
Yeah. That's what's crazy about America. We have so much stuff that we have to buy storage units.
Right, right, right. Drake, thank you so much for this conversation today and for talking about your businesses. And before we close out, there is one more business.
Yes. So we have another business called Semper Shine.
Hmm.
So the Marine Corps motto is Semper Fi, always faithful. Semper Shine, always shine, right? So that is a two-bay self-serve car wash in Carson,
Hmm.
and it kind of serves as our multi-purpose facility. So we have all of our dumpsters and trailers parked outside,
Yeah.
and our antique store is actually inside the car wash. So
Okay.
it's a multi-purpose facility, kind of a
Yeah.
three-in-one there.
Yeah. Can't
Um,
miss it in Carson,
yeah,
Iowa.
can't miss it right there on Highway 92. So yeah.
Are you having any trouble with that bridge being closed right now? Are you
No, we're
not a
actually, I mean, it is trouble because Highway 59 is closed, so we have a lot of traffic coming through
Mhm.
town, but that's good for a
That's
car wash.
great. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Okay, good.
yeah, it's just bad for all the people coming through town.
Sure.
Yeah.
The roads and yeah,
Yes.
be doing some
Trying to get semis around a small little town doesn't
uh
really work.
oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the wall that heals, the
Yeah.
Traveling Vietnam Wall is going to come. And they had to reroute because of that bridge being closed, I
Hmm.
heard. So now they're going to come in from the other direction. They're going to come across 59 and come in from the other directions because they were coming from Avoca.
Yeah.
So they're going to, stay on 59 and come in the other way. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a cool project that
It
they're doing.
really is. And yeah, that'll be here May 21st.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, if you haven't
uh,
volunteered yet, get on there and volunteer.
yeah, Lewis going to be at Lewis Central High School. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Um, so thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for being so open and so honest. And I never have a conversation with you that I don't feel fulfilled after we talk. You're always that. You're always positive. You're always encouraging. And thank you so much for that, Drake. Your friendship is a billion times more important to me than the business we do together. That's important to me too, but your friendship is number one.
I appreciate that. Same to you.
Thank you. If you want to do business with a stand up guy, you need to call Full Metal Junket, Drake Roller. And I have a feeling his brother's just a lot like him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Very different, but very similar.
Yeah.
Which is good.
You got the same core.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and my other little brother works with us too. So
Oh, wonderful.
he's actually going to boot camp next month.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going to be in
Just
the Army.
following in
Yeah,
your footsteps, kinda going to the
kinda.
Army.
Yeah,
Are you giving him a hard time?
of course. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you. I love the Marine Corps. I lived part of my life out in Southern California, very near Oceanside. So I was surrounded by young Marines when I was a young girl, and they were very fatherly to me. And I still am in contact with some of them, and they're still in my life. And so,
that's awesome.
anyway, Drake, thank you so much. And I so look forward to our next interview. We're going to be doing this about once a month from here on out. And you will also see Drake over on Still Serving Iowa Veterans, which is another podcast we do here at Local Stream Media. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Thank you all. Have a great week.